Luna Ascending by Zaina Wilder. Copyright Zaina Wilder 2024. All rights reserved. Chapter 32. Dirk. I won't wait for the pomp and ceremony of a traditional pack handover. The council members and their grumbling be damned. There isn't a choice. Not really. My father is a broken man, unable to purge himself of Renard's betrayal, unable to shake the guilt of our pack secrets being handed over to the coven for years. Years. My father can't function, won't function. If I don't force an alpha blooding soon, there will be a riot. Angus, as my father's beta, is in no position to take over. His every waking minute is spent placating an irrational, half-starved witch who has no grasp on reality. He's not even taken the time to explain to Freya how he and Morgana met. I can tell her head swirling with questions. Questions about Morgana. Questions about Angus, about how she ended up with the woman that she's been calling Mum all these years. Damn it, he could try harder. I need Freya to feel she belongs here. With us. With me. The hostages we rescued are starting to regain their strength, starting to tell their pitiful stories. The extent of the experimentation is truly horrific. Thank the goddess we rescued Liz when we did. Some of the captives were tortured. Others underwent horrendous lab testing, like Frankenstein lab rats, just because they had some genetic trait that the coven were interested in. More than a handful have lost their shifter animal, and all of them are severely traumatized. I give them a choice. Either I set them up with some money, clothes and food, and let them go wherever they want, or they swear loyalty to me and my pack and stay here under my protection, regardless of breed. A few slink away, unable to deal with what's been done to them, seeking solitude to lick their wounds. Others have a pack and family to return to. But a good number of tough-looking misfit shifters swear allegiance to me. Not my father or the old council, but to me. They're grateful, and they have vengeance on their minds. I need more new blood like this. I'd be a fool, though, to miss the anger of our more traditional pack members, the ones who've listened to my father's rants about purity for years. I've got a difficult path to tread to keep everyone on board, if it's even possible. Lyle's allegiance was only ever grudgingly accepted because of his huge sacrifice in the name of our pack. To have one isolated bear living on the edge of pack territory was one thing, but to have a group of mangy shifters from all breeds, all walks of life, sworn in as their alpha heir's personal fighters? It's tipping some of the old guard over the edge. I'm mostly worried about a small group of very old-school pack members. They've taken to making subtle hand gestures when Freya or her mother pass them, archaic signs of protection against evil. Several have even started spitting. It's been discreet and never at her, but I didn't even understand it, not until Angus yanked me aside and explained. Spitting 3 times is supposed to ward off hexes, if you believe that shit. They think Freya, my Freya, is a direct threat. They've already forgotten she played a key role in our last battle. More importantly, she's my mate. I just hope that as they get to know her, they'll understand she is no threat, that she's one of us. She's mine. All the responsibility I've taken on as acting alpha doesn't wipe out the image of Freya fighting alongside my men. It plays on repeat. I have one amazing, sexy woman, and thankfully she seems to have forgiven my loss of control. When she slyly suggests some alone time, all coy glances and fluttering eyelashes, I pounce. I carry her squealing, slight frame up to our rooms and toss her lightly on the bed. I take my time, looking at her, appreciating her, lying there, my fiery red-headed hybrid. Her hands trail across my abs, setting me on fire. I press my mouth hard into hers, possessing her. Her cheeky little tongue darts into my mouth, teasing me. I pull away, breaking contact briefly to yank my shirt off, desperate to feel her up against my bare skin. Her grumble of discontent makes me smirk. I watch entranced as she slips out of her top. Unable to just observe, I run my hands down her shoulders and over her breasts, watching delighted as her nipples harden and respond to my touch. Freya reaches up and pulls me to her, and I let my weight pin her down. My wolf is so near the surface, demanding I make her mine, demanding I mark her. I hold back, but it's torture. Marcel rushed her. He took her choice away. She needs to take this at her pace. I tug her trousers off and pull her panties to the side, rubbing my thumb across her clit, making her hiss. Fuck, she's so wet for me already. I tease her nipples with my tongue, trying to take everything slowly, at a pace I can control my wolf. But Freya wriggles and bucks her hips into my hand, demanding more. I crawl swiftly out of my jeans and nudge her legs apart, positioning myself between them. I need this woman like I've never needed anything before. I take my dick in my hand and tease her clit with it, making her eyes widen. Hell, do I like the wanton need on her face. Dirk, please, I want you now. Not yet, Freya, I murmur, nibbling along her earlobe before putting a finger inside her, teasing her. I won't be able to avoid marking her if I come. And I don't think she's ready for that, but I can sure as hell give her the best orgasm she's ever had. I flick her clit and nip down her neck with my teeth. Her breathing is heavy and rapid, and she squirms under me. I keep my wolf in tight check as she bucks under my touch. I kiss lightly down her stomach and along her panty line before burying my face in her pussy. Her musky smell is intoxicating. I slowly tease her engorged clit with my tongue while fucking her with 2 fingers. She gasps, grabbing my hair, letting out a low, guttural moan, shuddering to a stop. I didn't realise she was so close. I made my mate come. Wiping my mouth, I sit up to look into her eyes, pleased with myself and acutely turned on. Her 2 little fangs graze my neck, and I lose what little control I had, and then she bites. Hard. She marks me, and the world explodes. It's carnal, intense. A growl explodes from deep in my chest, and my wolf takes over. I thrust my cock deep inside her, making her gasp, and in the same moment I pin her hands back and bite her neck, mate marking her, making her mine. Mine.